Hey everyone, Rob from Southgate Media Group here. Before we get started with this podcast, we have a quick message. If this is your first time checking out the show, we love that you found us and we really hope you enjoy it. What we have to say is for the subscribers. If you enjoy our shows, would you please donate to help keep these going? We don't want to have to put traditional ads on these shows, but this does cost money. So we really do rely heavily on donations. To make a donation to the show, please go to our website, www.southgatemediagroup.com. Go to the page for the show, and in the upper right-hand corner is a donate button. It takes you right to PayPal, and you can donate whatever amount you want. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. And now, on with the show.
Welcome to Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast. Guess what, everyone? We're all back. Kelly's with us.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I missed you guys.
And I'm here, Phil and Tyler.
Yep.
Kelly, we
Yes.
just wanted to say thank you for leaving Indiana in one piece.
We did.
You and Lilith.
We did. I don't know if you guys saw. Well, I think you did. The selfie with me and Lilith and Ellie in front of Circle. Well, actually, it was in front of the Hard Rock Cafe in Indianapolis.
I swear I only saw like maybe half your daughter's face. It looked like you two were like pushing her out of the picture.
She took the picture.
I didn't even know there was a background. I just saw all three of you like face.
I just saw the personality.
Yes, lots of personality. Yeah, Ellie actually took that photo, so she was the one taking the selfie, so she squeezed herself out of the picture, I think. She's
Fun.
nodding, yes.
It's good times, good times.
It was a lot of fun, and it was
we-
awesome to be able to record a podcast in the same room with my co-host. We will do that one of these days.
That's what I'm hoping, the three of us, yeah.
Yes.
I think that'd be really dope.
But anyway,
So-
before we jump into the episode, we still didn't get a goat song, Kelly.
I know. Well, I recorded it, and then it didn't come out right.
Well, you're live. You're live now. You could do.
I'm live.
You could do a live performance.
Actually, I have one. I had a chorus for this week too. You know,
Uh-oh.
because you know what it's gonna be.
What?
Under Penguin's umbrella, Ella, Ella, a.
Oh,
Hold on.
Thank you so much. I wish I had my reverb here. You know, I would have set it all up, but I literally, anyway, just got off the conference call, so didn't have time to do all that.
All right. So, what did everyone think of the episode?
it's probably like last week I said that I really liked the GOAT episode the best. I will say this is my favorite so far. It really showed me that the show is growing and expanding itself, and some of the stuff that I had problems with really came, I felt, more to a close in this episode.
Yeah.
But we'll get into it more as we go along.
Yeah, I think the last 2 or 3 episodes they've really been up in their game, writing wise.
Yeah.
Yes. No Balloon Man.
That wasn't bad, but I mean, I think the last 3 episodes they've been, really knocking it out of the park.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would say this one's probably my favorite, followed by last week's episode. So yeah, they're definitely bringing game.
I mean, you had everything. I mean, it seems like Cobblepot's trying to start a gang war. Gordon gets shot, but he teams up with Montoya and Alan.
What's funny is I had just told my wife, we're sitting there, and I'm like, something has to happen. Like, after all the cops left, I'm like, I really would like to see him and Montoya and Alan, like, kind of team up and start cleaning out the Gotham PD. I mean, they just proved that he didn't kill Cobblepot. He's not dirty. And we're sitting there talking, and then all of a sudden, the car rolls in, and they're shooting, and they're like, get in! I was like, and there it is.
And where
'Cause I'm
did
just-
they take Gordon to a vet to get fixed up?
I think it was that, or
Yeah.
the university, because she
Yeah.
said it's like a testing lab.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hoping that they'd take him when they didn't know where to go, and that's where they would go hide at Bruce Wayne's, and Alfred would patch him up.
That would have
kinda-
been cool too.
That was kind of my first, like, thought. They're like, where do we go? And he's like, take me to the Wayne mansion.
They might
was-
have.
Was it the veterinary lab or the forensics lab?
It had something to
they
do
went
with
to.
animals, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it was veterinary lab.
But I don't know if it was I don't know if it was testing because they just had like rats and stuff. So I don't know. It was at the university.
Great
That's
place.
what I know.
We gotta go. Okay, we gotta go. Okay, put some pants on.
Hey, and Barbara left the apartment.
I know. What is her problem? He told her to leave, and then what? She thought she was gonna come back and like sweet talk the angry mob boss into sparing her fiance's life.
Not really right, but her heart was in the right place.
Here, I brought you some muffins.
My issue was I was like, I'm tired of Barbara's character because she's not a character. She's just a figure there to cause problems for Gordon.
She's a character.
I was really hoping that, maybe we could expand her. Like I was telling my wife, like, it would have been really cool if she would have fought back and got out and actually, like, had something to do than be the damsel in distress.
But she wouldn't have been if she just would have followed his advice and left the city.
Exactly.
She needs to become a self-rescuing princess.
Carry a gun.
She needs to have a daughter who tells her what's up. Sets her straight. Yeah, sets her straight and tells her, like, look, Mom, you're full of crap.
Oh. Wow.
I don't know. I just find her character, like, cliche and annoying.
It gets tired.
She hasn't served a purpose yet other than just being someone for Gordon to talk to when he gets home.
Yeah.
And then someone that was put in danger that he had to save and ruin his plan. I mean, it was so cool him arresting the mayor and then, going after Falcone. And I'm like, they could at least arrest the mayor. That would have been awesome.
I know. Falcone's like, oh, I'm just talking. He's talking about killing them, and the mayor's like, okay, I think I'll leave now.
Yeah, I know when the getting's good.
I did really like that Bullock showed up though at Gordon's apartment.
Oh, with what's her face? What was that woman's name?
Duchess.
The Duchess.
Duchess.
Yeah.
Yes. I love his advice to her. To go find somewhere. Go exploring.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, "I'll go get in your birthday suit."
Well,
and Gordon's kind of like, just like, okay, like it's my apartment, but all right.
You brought a hooker to my place, but okay.
The go explore thing. I was just like, I don't think so.
I think that needs to be a new segment for us, because I think most of the weeks we have at least one funny Harvey Bullock moment.
Yes, we do. I mean, I liked that he showed up and was like, let's do kind of the right thing.
Yeah, he's like,
I
should kill you, but I won't.
That was more like I was saying last week with the growth of Harvey's character. I really liked Bruce Wayne when he hugged Gordon.
Yes.
When he was basically like, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. And he's like, trust these two detectives. And then he just hugged Gordon. I was like, that's really awesome.
Well, because he didn't think he was going to make it out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
He's very good at reading people at a very early age.
And then Alfred, like, pinning Alan against the car.
Oh, sorry, sir.
No, I liked it. I want to say one thing. I like Jada Pinkett Smith. I think she's a good actor. But I just do not like the Fish Mooney character.
Uh-oh, did you get backlash?
No, I'm just saying. Like, because my wife and I were talking about it last night, and I was like, she does a good job, I just don't like the character.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, like we've said before, the most over-the-top character. I mean, she's eccentric, she's conniving, she's, I get that. But it's just kind of over the top for me.
There were some good scenes between her and Oswald this week, though.
Yes, that's true.
Oswald, the breakout star of the series.
Yeah, I think Alfred's going to get there, too.
Oswald, the reason why everybody's watching the show is he's more interesting than anybody else.
Those shoes! His shoes are just incredible.
His shoes added to the walk
yes.
It made it. It nailed it.
Oh, I have to bring this up because we didn't have Kelly last week. Kelly, last week's episode, were you creeped out as much as the rest of us when Penguin's mother was giving him a bath?
Oh, yes.
And he was just cool with it, like a little kid, like, eh.
Playing in the water.
Yeah, it was very creepy.
The other thing, I would like to see like an Oswald joke of him like just patting his belly, like, man, I'm putting on some weight. Gotta lay off the cannolis. Like, I would laugh my butt off. That's what I'm talking about. But like I was saying, like what was so funny is after we did our last week, and like we were talking about the goat and his mask and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Jania and I were watching the Batman 43 serials because I just wanted her to see them and just be exposed to it enough to say, hey, I've seen it and I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So she can bring it up in conversation and look like a better Batman fan than other people.
Yeah.
But like we started watching, I'm like, his mask, the way it was made and looked a lot like that Goatman mask.
Well, that's what I was saying. I thought the goat mask did kind of have similarities to the Batman mask, just with like the horns or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought it was going to like influence Bruce somewhat.
See, I think subconsciously I like it because you can say that subconsciously it was there, but it doesn't have to be up front and in, like, there it is. Like, that's what influenced him. It could just be in the back of his mind.
Yeah, but you were talking about the Batman serials. Did you see, I think it's Tuesday, they're putting out Batman 66 on DVD finally?
I would like to watch it. I won't buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually I will, just to add to my collection. Like, eventually I'll add, if I had...
Back.
Like, it was like $5, the cereals, this video store where I was living, had them, and I asked them to hold it for me, and I'd come back. But when I came back, they couldn't remember where they put it in the back and never found it for me. So eventually, I'll buy the cereals just to have them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the same thing with 66. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, if someone gave me 66, I would watch them, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to run out and buy them.
Because I'd like to watch it again and try to be... I think it's one of those shows, like, you like it when you're a kid, then as you get up, you hate it.
Yeah.
You're like, that's not Batman.
I've actually been watching them again. They've been on my satellite.
It's on, what, IFC?
Yeah.
But yeah,
on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, they're putting out the whole series on DVD. I think I was telling Tyler, I think Tuesday's the day it's coming out.
It is. I saw it. There's a countdown online. So, I mean, I have the movie, like, but I would watch them again, because I guess, like, there's pictures being posted online of the Blu-ray restoration of the series.
Yeah. I guess I should go take a picture, take a selfie in front of the bat cycle and the bat boat for you guys, huh?
Yeah.
They're like 5 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Well, more like 15 minutes, but yeah.
Put them up on our Facebook and Twitter, which everyone should be checking out.
I pass it on the way home every day.
What's that Facebook and Twitter, Phil?
Well, the Facebook, or of course Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast, and Twitter is @BeforeTheBatPod.
That's right.
But Kelly, next time you have to jump off, just put Ellie on.
I should do that. I should totally do that.
Then she won't let you back on.
That's actually very true. She actually hasn't gotten to watch this week's episode yet, so because she just came back with me just a little bit ago. So
yeah, that whole conversation
I didn't
had before.
Yeah,
I didn't get to watch it when it aired. I watched it later on Hulu because the wife and I've kind of had a busy week.
Yep.
We picked the hospital that we're gonna have our baby. So we went on a tour on it.
Your bat baby, right?
Yep, our bouncing baby bat boy.
Yes. Yeah, I watched on the Fox app on my Roku.
Nice.
Which is pretty awesome. And then I watched again on my Fox app on my phone.
I did that with Arrow a few weeks ago, just re-catching up some stuff.
Yeah, I wish the CW had a Roku app. They don't.
I was about to say, I know they have an app, but I don't know if it's on Roku.
No, it's on Android devices, which is great. I can watch it on my tablet, but I can't watch it on my TV, which kind of stinks. So
they should have something just for the numbers Flash alone's putting out.
They totally should, and because those are totally trackable plays.
Oh yeah. And
you can't skip the commercials.
Oh.
So they count every time.
You think they want that more? They want you to watch that before TV.
You would almost think that. Yeah, I mean the DVR numbers count too, the +3 and +7, and I would think that the app watches, through Roku would count in that too, because you're streaming directly from them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would think it would behoove them to do it. The Fox app is great though. Gotham is one of the featured shows, so it's like the first click and just scroll down alphabetically, and there it is. First couple shows.
Does Fox have any other shows?
A couple, but like Bones. But
it's in season 10.
Gotham rules.
Yes, it is.
Bones is a great show, but honestly, we got Gotham, New Girl, and Bones. Okay, Fox.
Gotham rules.
Yeah, they just canceled Utopia, and
But we love Fox.
we do love Fox.
And the many actors on this show who should come talk to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they should do a spin-off Gotham series, or a spin-off Gotham episode that should be on FX, directed by Kurt Sutter, after Sons of Anarchy's over.
That would be cool.
And be like, Gotham's underground, just complete and brutal violence.
You know, it would be interesting to have a behind-the-scenes show of the show, because, I don't know if you are a Whovian, but we used to have Doctor Who Confidential that went kind of behind the scenes and would show you how they did stuff, and, wouldn't have to do it every week, but it would be really cool to have a special, once a quarter or something.
Yeah, but do you think they put some of the behind-the-scenes stuff on, when they do a DVD release?
Yeah.
Well, they could, but that's what they did with the Confidentials, too.
Look,
they
the
actually...
only Who that I subscribe to is from Dr. Seuss. Just playing. Okay, first of all, we have The Talking Dead, which is kind of, the talk show after The Walking Dead. And then you had Sons of Anarchy's done some kind of after the episode, talk-type TV shows. But, DC does have the DC All Access.
Right.
They've done the behind-the-scenes, and I don't know, Kelly, if you've seen my audition for DC All Access video.
I have retweeted it.
Lovely listeners.
And shared it.
That's right,
yes.
Listeners. Get out and vote. DC All Access. Tyler Patrick.
Just you'll find any of our tweets or my Twitter at jtypatrick. I'm constantly putting out the tweet. All I ask, just retweet it and keep it going.
We need an inside man.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
But that does some cool stuff. Like I watched an episode where they were talking as they were filming some scenes with Harvey Dent. And I feel like this week's episode actually hinted at Harvey. There was the line they talked about having a DA or someone else to help Gordon prosecute all the arrests he was going to make. Uh-huh. And I was like, there's your end for Harvey Dent right there.
Mm-hmm. I think they said, what is it? Maybe not this week coming up, but the week after he's going to be on.
So
yeah, I think that's
he's
right.
Coming. He's coming, and Tompkins is coming.
Yeah, Scarecrow. I think they said Scarecrow is going to be a kid like Bruce Wayne.
See, that would be interesting.
I would rather see that than an older Scarecrow.
Yeah.
I missed having the Riddler this week, though.
Yeah,
one who's got too much stuffing.
He had too much filing to do.
Yeah, we got a lot of them last week.
Because if you had an old Scarecrow, they'd gain stuffing, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of losing it.
Yep. I don't know. I just think it would be neat to see someone more Bruce's age instead of everyone being so much older than him.
Well, that's the other thing. We didn't see any Selena Kyle this week either.
Nope, we didn't.
That's coming.
What was in that box?
What's in the box?
I have my theory.
What's your theory? Go ahead. We talked about it last week. You go.
Well, I'm thinking it has to be the pearls or maybe his dad's wallet. Something very personal to the crime.
I was thinking even more morbid, that maybe it was like bullet fragments that killed them.
Could be.
See, I said the pearls first too, or maybe she opens it up and it's actually a mother box, and it transports them in time to where Bruce meets himself as Batman, and then old Batman comes back in time to present Gotham and starts, outside the box thinking.
See, DC All Access, you need this man. He thinks outside the box.
Outside the mother box.
Ouch.
Phil's gonna get tired of hitting that button by the time this cast is done.
Gonna get carpal tunnel.
Kind of like Homer Simpson.
Don't.
So let's talk about Zaz.
Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't talked much about Zaz yet.
He was doggone creepy.
I liked him as Zaz. I know for those who also watched The Flash will recognize him from episode 3, where he was the Mist.
Or the Mist, yes.
But I liked him better as Zaz.
Oh, yeah.
Just the way he moved. And, how creepy was that? He just comes in and says, "I'm Victor Zaz. Don Falcone sent me. Leave." And all the cops just leave.
Well, he knows all the cops are going to leave. No one's going to stick their neck out.
Exactly. And I'm like, and he's just standing there, and it's just him and Gordon. And I was just like, wow. It was nice to have a presence like that for the villain.
Yeah, but there's too much gunplay, and Zaz is a knife man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled out the knife to make the mark on his skin when he kills somebody, but
I agree. I mean, he had the knife to Barbara. It'd been cool if, like, him and Gordon got more into a hand-to-hand scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Like when Gordon was reloading, he's reaching for his other gun. If there'd been like, let's do this like men or something, and Zaz just run up and like tackled him, and then he pulls the knife.
Yeah.
Because I always think back to year one, where Gordon fights Flask, and he references having to fight a Green Beret, like that idea that Gordon has training and is a fighter. So it would have been kind of neat to see him fight Zaz, but when he kills that poor cop lady, the one cop who was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" who gets shot in the legs, and then pulls out his box cutter. What do you say, like 28 or something?
I missed it. I didn't even hear. I didn't think I heard him say a number.
He says a number as he cuts the next one in.
Well, yeah, because by the time in the comic books, he's confronting Batman, a lot of his, his chest, his arms, his legs are covered in them.
Everything. I mean.
Yes, his first. Anyone who wants to check out the first appearance of Victor Zsasz, it was in Shadow of the Bat #1 from 1992.
Nice, good call. I could not remember when he first appeared in the comics because we were watching it the other night. Jania brought up like she remembered hearing about Zsasz and Batman Begins, and you have that quick "he's on trial" scene because that's where she recognized the name from.
Oh,
and then I was
the
like,
movie, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't remember when he first appeared in the comics, but
yeah,
right here, Phil just revealed it to us.
Shadow of the Bat #1. It's a good Arkham story too.
Now I'm gonna have to go out and buy comics.
Wait.
More comics.
Okay. I was about to say you're not already.
No, more comics.
It might be digital. You might be able to find it digitally.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I really kind of like digital comics just because I'm so mobile. I mean, I love having a physical copy.
Yeah.
But if it's for me to sit down and read, digital works really well because I'm gone so much.
Yeah, if I have a choice, I'm old school. I like to hold the physical copy in my hand.
I wish they would just do the thing where if I bought the physical copy or something, I could go online or something and get a code and download a digital copy too.
Well, that's what Marvel's doing, I think, with most of their books now.
And I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, the one thing I don't like about digital comics, I don't like that it has to be an app. I would prefer just to have a download like digital PDF or a digital file of some sort. I don't like that I have to run
Use
it from
a viewer.
an app.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have Comixology, then you have like DC has its own. I prefer to buy through my Kindle app from Amazon is where I'll get my digital comics. But I would prefer just to have a PDF type cup or something in that where I actually have the digital copy where if I want to put it on my computer or my tablet or my phone, I don't have to rely on an app to do it.
Yeah, you need at least as like an iPad size screen. When I do read digital, it's on the iPad.
Yeah, I use my Samsung tablet.
Yeah, phone's too small for that.
I've done it on my phone if you do it panel by panel instead of just like by page.
Mm-hmm.
You can pull it off on my phone. But we digress.
Yeah, back to Zsasz. Did it when he killed that female cop and he was making right before he made the mark on his arm, he got this look on his face, and I don't know if it was the bald head with the look, but I swear he looked like a bigger version of Vern Troyer.
I can see it.
Just go back. He gets this look like he's all he gets like this feeling of ecstasy or something that he killed, but it's just the look in the bald head. I swear he looks like Vern Troyer's older brother or something.
Mini Zsasz. Coming next week on Gotham, Mini Zsasz.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
But I'll tell you what, when Zsasz brought out Barbara, I almost was like, kill her.
Oh.
But no, he didn't, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. But
yeah, she didn't have the kids yet. How
I know. At least have Batgirl. At least have Barbara to replace Barbara, because then that would make more sense why he names his daughter Barbara.
Yeah.
She dies in childbirth, so he names her Barbara. It would make better sense, honestly, if they did it where she has James Jr., because they name him after Jim, and then she's pregnant with the second one, and then she dies in childbirth, so Gordon names her Barbara after her, then having two parents named Barbara and Jim, and these are our children, Barbara and Jim.
Imaginative people, those Gordons.
Yes.
We couldn't think of anything else. And this is our new son, Gordy Gordon.
And Barry Gordon.
This is our bad boy, Harvey.
Harvey Gordon. Yeah, it's kind of like Harvey didn't meet Harvey Bullock. So.
Then you could have Gordon too. Bones reference there.
I need to keep a tally of who had, everyone's rim shots. I think Tyler's winning though.
I think what you got to do is you're gonna have to get a sound effect for each individual person.
But then how do you keep track of who's which?
Oh, we'll explain at the beginning.
Label the buttons.
We'll explain at the beginning. We'll be like, this is Tyler's.
Be like, Kelly's is the boing, the spring sound, and Phil gets the rim shot. That way, as we go through it, be like, all right, fans, after the episode, tally up who got the most sounds, and tweet us and see who wins.
This is Phil checking in.
That sounds a little dangerous.
What?
A little dangerous.
Oh, wait till this planned DC roundtable. That's what I told Lilith, man. I'm not be able to hit the rim shot quick enough.
Oh yeah.
On all of us.
It'll have to be a post. It'll have to be in post production.
Yeah. Well, unless I have my little drum pad thing running, and then it's gonna have to be hair trigger. Everybody labeled.
Ellie, hit the rim shot.
So, we haven't even got to the big part of this whole episode.
Oh, what, the finale?
Yeah.
But let's save that. But let's get into this the war that kind of broke out between Falcone and Maroni.
And that lovely duplicitous penguin.
Yeah, but I was thinking the part where they stopped the truck with all the nuns tied to the
That was hilarious.
Hello, sisters.
That was imaginative. I liked it.
All I could think of is I've got a meme somewhere of these nuns with guns talking about the Sisters of Perpetual Harmony or something like that. That's what I thought of when I saw them. It's like, uh-oh, this isn't going to go well.
And then they made Cobblepot apologize to Fish Mooney.
And his apology was so sincere.
I know. I am so sorry, Miss Mooney.
I liked it.
Then he calls her Fish, and she's like, only my friends call me Fish.
Smack.
I liked the way it was done. And then I liked when he told the guy about his sins. And it's like, money. And then he just stabbed him. I was like, man, I wish I had live tweeted so I could be like, he was cobblepotted.
I was so mad that my satellite went out, let me tell you. Because I was looking forward to live tweeting.
Get ready, Fish Mooney. You're getting cobblepotted.
That's right.
It's coming.
You're going to be fish food.
Anyone else?
Nah, I'll save it.
Yeah, because he's leading the tally.
That's right.
But,
and then Fish's undercover agent was in Falcone's kitchen making, muffins?
Yeah. Like she said, I really think Falcone's onto her, especially after the end of the episode. That's why he's got her just doing, housework.
And he hasn't touched her or anything.
That's what I'm saying. He's just using her as a maid. Just stringing her along. Like, here, cook for me. Clean this house.
And what about Maroni? I mean, Cobblepot seems to be pulling the strings with Maroni.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm interested in that piece of property because now I got a clear vision of what's going on. What exactly that property is going to hold.
What property? Falcone's?
The one that Falcone took from Maroni.
Oh,
because he said, give us a dock on the pier, and he's like, no. And then Cobblepot told him.
Yeah, it was up by Arkham, yeah.
Yeah, they call it burial ground, the Indian burial ground, wasn't it?
Yeah. I tried to think if there was any characters that might be connected to an Indian burial ground, but I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head, and I didn't get a chance to research.
Or it's going back, it might have something to do like from Zaz's first appearance in Shadow of the Bat. Maybe they're if it's close to Arkham, maybe they're gonna dig an escape tunnel and sell the inmates a free pass to the tunnel to get out whenever they want out of Arkham.
See, I'm interested in what they're going to do with the Arkham project because we know it's supposed to fail. So we have to have the asylum for Bruce to, put in all the residents.
Yeah. Unless Bruce makes it fail.
Because they said Wayne was a player. So I want to see, like I said, I really don't see Lucius Fox being that far behind. I really think that would be a character that would be good to have on the show.
Yeah, but you gotta clean some of that corruption out of the company though first, or they'll try to kill him.
Well, that'd be a nice little dramatic angle there.
Yeah.
Everyone else is almost on the brink of death.
That's
Barbara.
true.
We need some characters we can kill off though. That's the thing.
Bring in some original characters.
We need some characters that don't put such a crucial point to the future.
Fish Mooney.
Well, but I mean, yeah, but am I going to cry when Fish goes? No. When Fish is old, you toss it out.
Yeah.
We need that character like that we like, we identify with, because we know they're not going to kill Bruce. They can't kill Alfred. Can't kill Gordon.
No.
I mean, Bullock could die, but I don't see it happening like anytime soon.
Montoya or Allen.
Alan could die, then he gets to come back, as the Spectre. But
I had a really interesting thought of how, Penguin could kill a fish. What he could do with her. He could wrap her in old newspaper. Actually, pretty apropos, really.
I'm telling you, she's going in that river. I'm telling you.
I'm still waiting for him to, put her in a barrel and just shoot at her. So he can then be like, I'm shooting fish in a barrel.
Ow, my thumb.
Okay, you obviously don't have your joystick thumb going there now, huh? Haven't had enough exercise from playing video games to have that thumb ready, right?
I haven't played video games in a while. I can't having a 1.5-year-old.
Oh, goodness.
Although every once in a while, like on a Saturday night, I'll break out the PlayStation 3, play some one of the Batman Arkham games.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Phil, but I really like playing Arkham Origins at Christmas time. I just
Oh yeah, I takes place on Christmas Eve, yeah.
Exactly. Like last year I was playing it like while we were visiting the in-laws for Christmas. So I'm like playing this and you have the Christmas Eve music and the snow in the game and then I'm out like the Christmas music's on in the house. I'm like, yeah, Batman for Christmas.
Oh,
I like this.
I'm gonna have to do that on Christmas Eve when we get back from my family's. Like, put my son to bed. I'm gonna tell my wife, be like, Danielle, I'm playing Arkham City, or no, Arkham Origin, because that's the one that takes place on Christmas Eve.
There you go. But all us parents end up assembling everything on Christmas Eve,
Whoa! This is a family show.
I mean toys for the kids.
We don't know who's listening. I'm not.
It's Kelly. Santa brings the toys.
Yeah.
Duh, Kelly.
The ones that Santa brings, but what about the ones Mom and Dad get? We still have to assemble all those.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Or Santa's elves can help. Just saying.
Sometimes, but for some reason, I was always stupid and got my daughter, she always liked all the toys that took, lots of assembly or lots of batteries.
And then you forgot to get the batteries?
No, I always made sure to have that organized ahead, and I actually would usually try to put them in the unit before Christmas, before that was wrapped.
Well,
so
Kelly,
that would be an issue.
I hope everything goes well for you and that you don't get a visit from Krampus this year. Trying to ruin some children's Christmas.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Ellie's just sitting there rolling her eyes on the couch, be like, yeah, I just want a phone this year, Mom. Come
on. She's already got that.
I always just love, like, sometimes when my wife listens to us talk, like, I'll say something and she looks at me, so she only hears what I'm saying. So she's like, what are they talking about? What could possibly be being said on the other end?
Listen to the podcast.
That's right. Then you'll hear it later. But they're always so curious while you're doing
it. Yeah, that's right. And Mr. Tyler, you're taking at least a week off when your son's born, right?
I'm ready.
Mm.
Take a week off hopefully from work if I can, probably. But
Yeah, trust me, you need at least a week off.
I want it, just if they'll let me. That's the fun part. I'll just have to I'll just be like, all right, Phil, I'm recording from my phone as I rock the baby to sleep. Let's
In the
talk
Batcave.
Batman. I'm live from the Batcave.
Kelly, that's so funny. He thinks the baby's gonna go to sleep.
I know. It's humorous.
Yeah, but Tyler, buddy, you're not getting sleep for like the first 3 months.
Yeah.
And I don't sleep now as it is.
Oh,
So I'm ready.
You're in for a treat.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because the baby will sleep like 5 minutes at a time.
I did learn that, when you're in the hospital and you're a mom, you send the baby, you don't keep the baby in the room all the time. You have time and you send it to the nursery because this is the last sleep you will get for 4 months.
I looked at the wrong theater.
Okay.
Passing on some information.
Honey, they said the baby won't sleep.
Oh, I know the baby won't sleep, but I'm okay with that.
And they don't when they're 13 either.
Oh.
Oh, by that time,
Yeah,
I'll just be like, take care of yourself. See, that's baby don't sleep. That's why we got grandma.
That's all right. That's the child rearing segment of Before the Bat.
That's right. Or how to keep your kid.
So, anything else pique anyone's interest about this episode?
I liked it cinematically.
I will
thought
agree
it
with
was
that.
interesting how, this episode felt so different, and the way it was filmed felt so different. We got a lot of long shots.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
Well,
just the story too, because it wasn't like a villain, like a villain of the week. It was like the gang,
It was
the gang war.
It was bringing in more of the storylines that have already been going so far.
Yeah.
more people, so you had to have a wider shot.
Yes.
I liked this week just because I felt like they were, like you said, Phil, there wasn't villain of the week. It was what we've already established. Let's kind of pull it back together, especially with the end we have yet to discuss.
Oh yeah. Shall we discuss it?
Let's discuss it.
Well, if anyone hasn't seen the episode yet, why are you listening to us?
Go watch it.
But it's Cobblepot's a big stoolie for everyone. He's playing everyone.
Yes.
He originally made a deal with Falcone to have Gordon kill him because he knew that Gordon wouldn't and would spare his life, and that he said he would return and infiltrate Maroni and squeal for Falcone.
Yeah.
Duplicitous little penguin.
Which is a pretty big thought if you think about it. There's a lot of little things that had to go right for him to pull this off.
And how did Cobblepot know so much about Gordon that that he knew him well enough to know he wasn't going to kill him?
Well, he was already ratting out to Montoya
Mm-hmm.
and Alan, so maybe he knew something from there. Or
Yeah, but Montoya and Alan thought Gordon was dirty.
They thought he was dirty because he killed Cobblepot because of Falcone,
yeah.
and Cobblepot's the one that brought him. We don't know how smart Cobblepot is because think about it. He met him earlier when he was working with fish, and we don't know if he did any kind of research or he just keeps getting revealed to be more maniacal and more of a schemer than what we think he is.
Well, and there had to be stuff in the newspaper too about Gordon and his involvement in the case with the Waynes, and he probably heard he probably heard about how he treated Kat off the street. So I'm sure he's heard. I mean, he's somebody has his ear to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what's going on, and because that's the only thing that keeps him alive is knowing what's going on around him.
Cobblepot is a smart man.
He's a smart man.
He is a very creepy smart man. I mean, it's almost scary, really. He's just so duplicitous.
Unless, here's a wild, wacky theory, unless his mother told him to say, have Jim Gordon kill you.
Huh?
It's wild and wacky.
Yeah, his mom didn't know nothing. She thought she thought he was out with a woman that whole time he wasn't home.
Right.
Yeah,
You were
because
stuck in some woman's demon purse.
I'm actually waiting for Oswald to kill his mom and pull a Norman Bates. Really.
Oh man.
That's what I'm really waiting for.
Or unless Oswald pushes Fish to the edge and Fish kills his mom, and that's what prompts him to kill Fish Mooney.
I don't think he needs a whole lot of prompt to kill her. I think
No.
it's
But I mean, now probably Falcone's telling him not to kill Fish, but if she kills his mom, no matter what, he's probably going to kill her, even if Falcone tells him no.
I'm just saying, I like the twist at the end. It gives it more of an edge, more for good old Penguin.
Well, yeah, they said he was going to be the big one this season.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. He has made his mark, and people love him, and that's great, because, I mean, he's a big draw to the show, and you've got other characters, too. It's become, definitely more of an ensemble cast than I think the original intention was.
Oh, yeah, the original intent, they weren't even going to have Bruce Wayne or Alfred.
Right, and I don't know how they would have done it without them, but, I mean, I guess they could have, but I think it's better.
Yeah, I don't even think they were going to focus that much on, like, Cobblepot or anyone. It was going to be, like, a Gordon-centric story, which, I mean, it's a good story, but I don't know if it's enough to fill an hour every week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, if they made it the prequel, if they made it just the prequel, I think it could have been rough, but if they would have made it more of a Gordon-centric show where he's taking on the criminals while Batman's away or something, could have been very interesting.
Yeah, maybe, but then everyone would be like, come on, where's Batman? Where's Batman? Come on.
People are saying that now.
Yeah, but they know, but at least now there's a reason why he's not there. Because he has to go through puberty first.
That's why there's the mother box.
That hurt. That hurt.
Did you pull something?
Yeah. My brain. I think they're getting together. They're finding their rhythm now in the writer's room, and they're starting to. They've laid enough groundwork now that they can start moving. You know what I mean? They had to have some weeks of just getting to know the characters in kind of a slow pace, but now that people are starting to put together who everybody is, who everybody works for, what they're doing, now they can start to move along, and I think that's a good point to be at.
Yeah.
And
the other thing I noticed, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, remember how we were always trying to pin down when this show takes place?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see when Zaz is in the kitchen and his cell phone goes off? First he pulls out his flip phone, but what was that song? It was some 80s song that was playing as his ringtone.
I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look or listen.
I forget, but I'm pretty sure it was an 80s song.
I think they've done a good job so far of really trying to keep that anytime, every time aspect. Because all the cars look like 80s and 90s cars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flip phones is definitely 90s and even 2000. You can still buy a flip phone now.
Yeah, if you're my grandma.
Hey,
that's all my coworker uses, and he's a couple years older than me.
Some people just like to use the basic phone as a phone.
Yep.
That's boring.
That's what he says. If he wants a phone, he'll have a phone. If he wants a tablet, he'll have a tablet.
Yeah, I've heard people at work say that.
Never the twain shall meet, and he buys them cheap on eBay. Same phone.
How does he read his digital comics?
Off the tablet.
Doesn't read digital comics.
Then why are you friends with him?
Yeah, I said my coworker.
She's not friends with him.
Good.
I said my coworker.
Friends don't let friends not read comics.
You illiterate fool.
You just need to look at him like you have failed this coworker.
That's right. Hey, I'm excited because they opened up a comic book warehouse in Fort Wayne where I work.
Warehouse?
Warehouse, just down the road from where I work. So
is that a chain or is that
it's like
warehouse?
It's like well, I guess it's a chain. They do a lot of stuff online and stuff. It's supposed to be like a discount comic book place. So I'm curious to get to go in there and see what they have. I haven't been there yet, so.
So what you're saying is we might not see you for a while.
Yeah, I might just disappear, because they have the statues and the figures and everything,
all the stuff that you never see at comic book stores sell, but they always just have because you know you want it, but you just don't have the money to buy it.
Oh, I spent the money to buy it.
Mm.
I have the 1/6 scale Oliver Queen from season 1. Thank you very much.
Well, rub it in there.
It's in my bookcase. I was upset that the second one they only did this put his mask on and change his bow. Left the same. It's the same mold and everything. I was pretty upset about that.
So what you're saying is next week when Ellie's co-hosting with us and we're like, where's your mom at? She'll be like, oh, I lost her under a pile of comic books 2 days ago.
She'll be at her dad's next week. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she may lose me in the comic book store. I may have to call in from my phone and I could do that. But I'll be like, oh man, sorry about the echo, guys. I'm in the warehouse.
I got that Shadow of the Bat #1. It is good.
I was about to say it. That's what I was thinking of. She's like, I found Victor Jazz. I'm also reading about the Penguin.
You mean it's not Burgess Meredith?
Penguin? There's only been 3 people have done Penguin live action now.
Yeah?
Think about it. Burgess, Danny DeVito, and now Robin Lord Taylor.
Yep. They have Danny DeVito's duck at the museum too.
That movie's just creepy. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I know.
Creepier than this version of Penguin getting a bath from his mother?
You know what? I will go yes, because there's a little bit more too. But that's as of right now. We still got some time to develop this Penguin.
Yeah.
Very true.
Alright, well, we have anything else?
I don't think so. I'm glad Kelly's back.
I'm glad I'm back too. Thanks, guys. Missed you guys.
Well, missed you. It was fun having Zach fill in.
Oh, I'm sure you guys had a blast.
Yes, but we missed you as you were
did.
terrorizing the Indiana countryside with Lilith.
Yeah, I think they were glad I was in the South and not back up home. Indy's a little bigger place to terrorize.
Oh my. Alright, is that it then?
I believe so.
I think that's it.
Alright, I'll do our social media. If you would like to email us, and please do, it is beforethebat@gmail.com. Facebook is Before the Bat, the Gotham Podcast. Twitter @BeforeTheBatPod. Instagram BeforeTheBat_FlashArrowPod, and Tumblr is BeforeTheBat/FlashArrowPod.
And you can find me personally, Tyler, at JTYPatrick.
And hopefully soon on DC All Access.
And hopefully soon on DC All Access. I want to thank everybody out there who's retweeted and has supported my video. Life's short, people. Go after things you want.
That's exactly right.
Yay.
You can find me on social media. I am on Twitter at SuperSquint. That's SuperSquint. I'm also on Tumblr as SuperSquint. And you can read my Flash reviews on voiceoftv.com. And you can also listen to me on Queen Consolidated and Flashpoint.
And you can find me on Twitter, personally, Nightwing PDP. I am also on I'm on the Flash Arrow Power Hour with Zach and Mr.
Me.
Tyler himself.
Me. We just keep branching. We love what we do. We love talking. We love the shows, the characters.
We love the nerd together.
Yeah,
and DC. Gotta love DC.
Gotta love DC.
Oh yeah. Alright, is that it then? You know what we gotta say.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
The Gotham Podcast.
Gotham. I love it.
Alright.